The Heroes of Olympus, Book 5, The Blood of Olympus. Chapter 3, Jason. Somehow he knew her. He recognized her dress, a flowery green and red wraparound, like the skirt of a Christmas tree. He recognized the colorful plastic bangles on her wrists that had dug into his back when she hugged him goodbye at the Wolf House. He recognized her hair, an over-teased corona of dyed blonde curls, and her scent of lemons and aerosol. Her eyes were blue, like Jason's, but they gleamed with fractured light, like she'd just come out of a bunker after a nuclear war, hungrily searching for familiar details in a changed world. Dearest, she held out her arms. Jason's vision tunneled. The ghosts and ghouls no longer mattered. His mist disguise burned off. His posture straightened. His joints stopped aching. His walking stick turned back into an imperial gold gladius. The burning sensation didn't stop. He felt as if layers of his life were being seared away. His months at Camp Half-Blood, his years at Camp Jupiter, his training with Lupa, the wolf goddess. He was a scared and vulnerable 2-year-old again. Even the scar on his lip, from when he'd tried to eat a stapler as a toddler, stung like a fresh wound. "Mom?" he managed. "Yes, dearest." Her image flickered. "Come embrace me." You're not real." "Of course she is real." Michael Varys's voice sounded far away. "Did you think Gaia would let such an important spirit languish in the underworld? She is your mother, Beryl Grace, star of television, sweetheart to the king of Olympus, who rejected her not once, but twice, in both his Greek and Roman aspects. She deserves justice as much as any of us." Jason's heart felt wobbly. The suitors crowded around him, watching. "I'm their entertainment," Jason realized. The ghosts probably found this even more amusing than 2 beggars fighting to the death. Piper's voice cut through the buzzing in his head. "Jason, look at me!" She stood 20 feet away, holding her ceramic amphora. Her smile was gone. Her gaze was fierce and commanding, as impossible to ignore as the blue harpy feather in her hair. "This isn't your mother. Her voice is working some kind of magic on you, like charm speak, but more dangerous. Can't you sense it?" "She's right." Annabeth climbed onto the nearest table. She kicked aside a platter, startling a dozen suitors. "Jason, that's only a remnant of your mother. Like an aura, maybe, or—" "A remnant!" His mother's ghost sobbed. "Yes, look what I have been reduced to. It's Jupiter's fault. He abandoned us. He wouldn't help me. I didn't want to leave you in Sonoma, my dear, but Juno and Jupiter gave me no choice. They wouldn't allow us to stay together. Why fight for them now? Join these suitors. Lead them. We can be a family again." Jason felt hundreds of eyes on him. This has been the story of my life, he thought bitterly. Everyone had always watched him, expecting him to lead the way. From the moment he'd arrived at Camp Jupiter, the Roman demigods had treated him like a prince in waiting. Despite his attempts to alter his destiny, joining the worst cohort, trying to change the camp traditions, taking the least glamorous missions, and befriending the least popular kids, he had been made praetor anyway. As a son of Jupiter, his future had been assured. He remembered what Hercules had said to him at the Straits of Gibraltar. "It's not easy being a son of Zeus. Too much pressure. Eventually, it can make a guy snap." Now, Jason was here, drawn as taut as a bowstring. "You left me," he told his mother. "That wasn't Jupiter or Juno. That was you." Beryl Grace stepped forward. The worry lines around her eyes, the pain tightness in her mouth reminded Jason of his sister, Thalia. "Dearest, I told you I would come back. Those were my last words to you. Don't you remember?" Jason shivered. In the ruins of the Wolf House, his mother had hugged him one last time. She had smiled, but her eyes were full of tears. "It's all right," she had promised. But even as a little kid, Jason had known it wasn't all right. "Wait here. I will be back for you, dearest. I will see you soon." She hadn't come back. Instead, Jason had wandered the ruins, crying and alone, calling for his mother and for Thalia, until the wolves came for him. His mother's unkept promise was at the core of who he was. He'd built his whole life around the irritation of her words, like the grains of sand at the center of a pearl. People lie. Promises are broken. That was why, as much as it chafed him, Jason followed rules. He kept his promises. He never wanted to abandon anyone the way he'd been abandoned and lied to. Now his mom was back, erasing the one certainty Jason had about her, that she'd left him forever. Across the table, Antinous raised his goblet. "So pleased to meet you, son of Jupiter. Listen to your mother. You have many grievances against the gods. Why not join us? I gather these 2 servant girls are your friends. We will spare them. You wish to have your mother remain in the world? We can do that. You wish to be a king?" "No." Jason's mind was spinning. "No, I don't belong with you." Michael Varus regarded him with cold eyes. "Are you so sure, my fellow praetor? Even if you defeat the giants in Gaia, would you return home, like Odysseus did? Where is your home now? With the Greeks? With the Romans? No one will accept you. And if you get back, who's to say you won't find ruins like this?" Jason scanned the palace courtyard. Without the illusory balconies and colonnades, there was nothing but a heap of rubble on a barren hilltop. Only the fountain seemed real, spewing forth sand like a reminder of Gaia's limitless power. "You were a legion officer," he told Varus. "A leader of Rome." "So were you," Varus said. "Loyalties change." "You think I belong with this crowd?" Jason asked. "A bunch of dead losers waiting for a free handout from Gaia, whining that the world owes them something?" Around the courtyard, ghosts and ghouls rose to their feet and drew weapons. "Beware!" Piper yelled at the crowd. "Every man in this palace is your enemy. Each one will stab you in the back at the first chance." Over the last few weeks, Piper's charm speak had become truly powerful. She spoke the truth, and the crowd believed her. They looked sideways at one another, hands clenching the hilts of their swords. Jason's mother stepped toward him. "Dearest, be sensible. Give up your quest. The Argo too could never make the trip to Athens. Even if it did, there's the matter of the Athena Parthenos." A tremor passed through him. "What do you mean?" "Don't feign ignorance, my dearest. Gaia knows about your friend Rhena, and Nico, the son of Hades, and the satyr Hedge. To kill them, the Earth Mother has sent her most dangerous son, the hunter who never rests. But you don't have to die." The ghouls and ghosts closed in, 200 of them facing Jason in anticipation, as if he might lead them in the national anthem. The hunter who never rests. Jason didn't know who that was, but he had to warn Rhena and Nico, which meant he had to get out of here alive. He looked at Annabeth and Piper. Both stood ready, waiting for his cue. He forced himself to meet his mother's eyes. She looked like the same woman who'd abandoned him in the Sonoma woods 14 years ago. But Jason wasn't a toddler anymore. He was a battle veteran, a demigod who faced death countless times. And what he saw in front of him wasn't his mother. At least, not what his mother should be. Caring, loving, selflessly protective. A remnant, Annabeth had called her. Michael Varus had told him that the spirits here were sustained by their strongest desires. The spirit of Beryl Grace literally glowed with need. Her eyes demanded Jason's attention. Her arms reached out, desperate to possess him. "What do you want?" he asked. "What brings you here?" "I want life," she cried. "Youth, beauty. Your father could have made me immortal. He could have taken me to Olympus, but he abandoned me. You can set things right, Jason. You are my proud warrior." Her lemony scent turned acrid, as if she was starting to burn. Jason remembered something Thalia had told him. Their mother had become increasingly unstable until her despair drove her crazy. She had died in a car accident, the result of her driving while drunk. The watered wine in Jason's stomach churned. He decided that if he lived through this day, he would never drink alcohol again. "You're a mania," Jason decided, the word coming to him from his studies at Camp Jupiter long ago. "A spirit of insanity. That's what you've been reduced to." "I am all that remains," Beryl Grace agreed. Her image flickered through a spectrum of colors. "Embrace me, son. I am all you have left." The memory of the south wind spoke in his mind. You can't choose your parentage, but you can choose your legacy. Jason felt like he was being reassembled, one layer at a time. His heartbeat steadied. The chill left his bones. His skin warmed in the afternoon sun. "No," he croaked. He glanced at Annabeth and Piper. "My loyalties haven't changed. My family has just expanded. I'm a child of Greece and Rome." He looked back at his mother for the last time. "I'm no child of yours." He made the ancient sign of warding off evil, 3 fingers thrust out from the heart, and the ghost of Beryl Grace disappeared with a soft hiss, like a sigh of relief. The ghoul Antinous tossed aside his goblet. He studied Jason with a look of lazy disgust. "Well then," he said, "I suppose we'll just kill you." All around Jason, the enemies closed in.